Once upon a time, there was a little girl who was walking in the forest at night alone. She felt very curious about something mysterious, which was asked by the judges. Suddenly, she was took out the cloak and said, "Dear Mr. Magical Cloak, would you please take me back to 100 years ago of time? I really want to know that whether the life was better when technology was simple." In the first place, I would like to extend my profound gratitude to His Excellency Lee Cheng, the Director General of BELTEI Group and the President of BELTEI International University, and look to you. Honorable judges, teachers, fellow contestants, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. My name is Pasunita. I am a level 12 contestant from BELTEI 10 campus and the Olympic. Today is such an exciting day for me to be here on the final stage of the 7th English Speaking Contest program. And I have been asked to present you with one very considerable topic, which is about life was better when technology was simple. Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to define the key words of the topic, which goes about by technology. So what is technology? What is your first word and what is your first picture that come into your mind when I said the word technology? Well, technology is referred to the machines or devices developed of the scientific knowledge. According to my 2 nights and 3-day research, I have found out that life was better when technology was simple. Due to the limitation of time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring up 3 reasons to support it. First of all, socializing communication. When hearing about the communication, what do you think about it? Well, if we compare the people in this century between the people in the past 100 years ago, communication from the people in this century is focused on the technology. They depend too much on the technology. When the people in the past 100 years ago, they depend on writing letters or the real conversation between the people and the peoples. So that means that technology is making people less communication and real conversation. For the second point is about to keep in touch with the reality. In this point, I mean that if we look around us, the surrounding environments around us are the reality. But when we are too stressed, depressed, or we can't think about anything, why don't we just go outside to go for a walk or just go to take a look of the view that is very beautiful, that shows the color of the beautiful world that surrounds us? Why don't we just go to take a look at them? Why don't we just always sit and depend and rely on the technology all the time? Why? And that point is undeniably true to show that technology is one of the barriers for the people to be less in touch with the reality. For the third and last point, life was better when technology was simple. When we talk about the entertainment. For example, if we compare the children and the people around us in this day, they will choose to play technology or play video game on their phone or iPads because they feel stressed. But in the past year, they will try to make a really good creativity of how to make game, how to make a very good entertainment and try to entertain themselves. So these 3 reasonable reasons I mentioned earlier will automatically answer to the topic. Last but not least, I would like to suggest a very simple message that Technology is the greatest invention, but it has the side effect of it too, because it may make the people feel isolated. Thank you.
សូមអរគុណសម្រាប់ការបកស្រាយរបស់បេក្ខជនពៅសុនីតាបងអូនមានពេល2នាទីសម្រាប់ការឆ្លើយសំណួររបស់គណៈកម្មការផ្ដល់បន្ទុក
Thank you for your presentation. You have 2 minutes for question from the judges.
I would like to offer my respect again to His Excellency and Lordship Tiv and all the great participants that we've had today. Considering all the technology that you see around you, if all of that was taken away, but one part of technology or one thing, what would be the one thing you want to keep?
Thank you so much for your such amazing question ever. Well, if all of the technology was taken away, but there's only one thing that I have to keep, I'll probably choose the mobile phone. And that is about the smartphone. Why? Because it contains a cellular systems that can keep us in touch with the internet, and also there's many more applications that we can use it, and it is very small that we can keep it in ourselves to everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you.
My high respect to Excellency Luk Tumtiu and all participants. Good afternoon, Sonita.
Yes, good afternoon, teachers.
So, how will technology develop in the future?
Thank you for your very amazing question. Technology in the future, there will more develop. There's no decrease of the technology. There's will also develop from day to day. But if we try to understand the way that we can use it, and we try to make it in a very good purpose to use, it can help us a lot with the technology. And also, I would like to say that please be smart to use the technology. Don't be a prison of the technology. Thank you.